Okay, starting a new episode. I think it's 3 or 4. Who gives a shit? This one is about a term I've recently learned called trolling. Before further ado, I'm going to call my special guest, who is the one who actually knows a lot more about it, considering I know very little. And here we go. Special guest, Elisabeth. Oh, this is loud enough.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you, Chris?
I'm good. Doing my little show, Swamp Freak, solo.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Gotta get this started. Alright, I've said already that the topic is trolling, which is a term that I have only recently learned. When I was reading stuff on Wes's wall about trolling this and trolling that, and to me the definition means when you're out in a boat with like a fishing line or a rope or something like that, you're trolling for fish or whatever, blah. But
If you want
on
to
the
talk
internet,
about that kind of trolling, that's fine with
no,
me.
no. Now
You can tell me all about it.
No. You defined the internet trolling now. Your turn. Go ahead.
Oh, Chris, I couldn't begin to define it.
Well, you don't have to. Just say what's on your mind.
Okay, the Urban Dictionary defines trolling as I believe, I'm not quoting exactly, posting inflammatory comments on the internet. And I suppose that might be the purest form of it.
And why would
Some
someone
of
do
what
that?
you see us doing may be a little different than that, a little more intense, but it's all basically harmless and in good fun.
But it's to like
it is meant to make people think. That's the way I look at it, and that's what my plan is. I like to be funny. I like attention. A lot of it has to do with me being funny. Sometimes maybe the goal is to teach people a lesson. You have your friend there, WesCrowKiller, who's been featured in many of your videos. The form of trolling that he seems to prefer to practice
rather
is
extreme.
what I have heard to be referred to as hero trolling.
Hero trolling.
Hero trolling, yes. And if you'd like, we can discuss that at length, because right now I feel on the spot with the trolling. I've been accused by many people, even on websites, of trolling, and
well,
it's kind of a touchy subject for me.
Well, technically speaking, from what you're saying, I'm doing it too. I do it all the time too. I'll go on Wes's site. I make comments on different people's comments, and I go on people's statuses, and I'll say stuff that throws things off. So I think I've been doing it too.
Well, I think we all do it to a certain extent. And in all honesty, one of my primary goals is to make people laugh, to be funny, to get attention.
Yeah,
sometimes
that's why I do it.
Maybe I do it to be mean just a little bit. You know, I can be a mean girl, I suppose. But if you'd like, we can really focus on Wes and his hero trolling.
Well, let's do that for like a minute.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I feel more comfortable talking about him.
All right. Well, I know he does a lot of I see stuff coming up like about certain types of undesirable people he wants everyone to know about, and such like that. Also, he goes, and I know he went to this website called Vampire Freaks And actually, I went on there too, but I went there because I want to write a book about vampires. So I went there to talk about vampires. They weren't talking about vampires. And one of them called me, you know, because I put everything truth, 40 years old and everything else like that. And that I was a sexual predator, that I shouldn't be there. And I'm just want to talk about vampires. And I looked at his, and he was like 26. And I'm like, well, it's not like you're a teenager either. But anyway, sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. I mean, I don't really know about the Wes. He does go on the other websites, and he said, I don't know that maybe Wes isn't just a little bit interested in the emo kids, not you know, as a pedophile, but maybe he relates to them in different ways.
Probably, I think.
I've seen him with the black fingernails. So
he's
a
a
couple of his profile pics. So I don't know that Wes maybe doesn't enjoy that site. I wouldn't get in there, obviously, because I'm the same age you are.
Well, when I went in there, I tried to find him. He does not go into any of the chats. There's areas where people just write stuff, and he just, what do you call it, trolling. He says things to get them all mad, and he goes back and forth, and then he posted on Facebook. I've read some stuff where he just really tears into, especially into these kids, because when they're saying whatever about school or their boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. So that's what.
You know, Wes is a young guy. He's younger than we are.
Well, he's 30.
Right.
So and he's not a young guy.
He just turned 30.
Yeah, his last birthday, he just turned 30.
Yeah.
But I definitely believe he's like a closet goth or emo or whatever. If he was
a man who paints his fingernails black, he's got a little bit of emo or goth or whatever you want to call it in there. So yes, definitely. He's probably not going to like this. But that's okay. Well, you know what? I think we just trolled Wes.
Maybe a little bit. Well, once I post this, definitely. We'll see what he thinks about it. Hell, he could have been here. He could have been involved.
He's like me. Because I know I can take one, and I know Wes can take one too. Because I think you've seen all of us mean girls on Facebook gang up on him on his page, or at least he thinks we're ganging up on him anyway. I don't think we are. Well, I get on Wes all the time.
I've watched
it. And he seems to take criticism well. He's one of the few people that I can have confrontations with and exchange words with that doesn't block me, because I get blocked a lot.
Well, I've
watched.
Me
and people hate me. I don't know what it is. Some people find me funny. Some people understand me. Some people don't. But I'm not a hero troll like Wes. I'm a totally different brand of troll than Wes. And I'm very unapologetic about what I do. And I'm pretty out in the open about it.
Well, I have gone on there and I've seen you and Kat. And going, I remember exactly the circumstances. But I just sat there and read comments between the three of you and some others. I mean, very entertaining. I was laughing. I threw in a few things here and there. Yeah, that Cat trolling,
we're a good team
entertainment.
There. I know
that's
it.
fun.
I love her, by the way.
Yeah, Katrina's cool. She and I have.
She's my favorite girl in the whole wide world.
She and I, we've had, sometimes her. I think I have offended her, upset her a little bit, because you know, sarcasm.
I don't think so, because I'm pretty sure when you offend or upset her, she lets you know.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. She let me know. What she said. But the thing is, when I said, okay, you know, I was just messing around, just kidding. She said, yeah, well, sometimes I can go this way and that way. It just all kind of depends. Sarcasm doesn't translate well in text, in type. So, but then we were cool.
I run into that all the time. I probably say that every day, that sarcasm, does not translate well on the internet, and I practice the art of sarcasm on a regular basis.
It can be
done. Some people get me and some people don't. There are people who know me and they see that sarcasm, and then there are people that don't, and I don't know how they see me. I really don't, but...
when I was first seeing you, I didn't know what to think, because we actually...
To elaborate.
Well, what?
I don't get offended, so go ahead.
It was still back to whenever the Batman shooting.
Right.
Yeah, we had a disagreement.
Wow, that was a rough day for me. I had a lot of people that I made some chick with that that said she was an anarchist flip out that day because some photo I posted, and in all honesty, I didn't even mean anything by it. So I know a lot of people got offended by me that day.
Well, Facebook should be considered for two reasons: one, entertainment; two, keeping in touch with family far away.
See, I don't care to interact much with my family on Facebook. I have tried that.
Oh, I do.
They all know who and what I am and how I am, but as I may have, it may have been you I said this to earlier, I think it was Shay, that while they're not surprised by it, I think they're surprised that I put evidence of it in print on the internet like I do, but I am me. That's one of my favorite things to say. I'm me everywhere I go. And I am what I am. People so much have these. Well, you and I talked at length about this, having the fake internet persona. I don't really have that because my real life persona is just fine to come across as a fake internet persona for most people. But I'm one of those very rare people that you will meet me in real life, and I'm exactly the same as what you read there on Facebook or Twitter or anywhere else you see me. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. I avoid my family online. I don't like
my family.
Oh, I can't believe you said that.
My family, they're used to me. They know what to expect, so they're not ever surprised about
They just
all the
somehow
stuff
shocked
that I
would dare to leave evidence of it out there like I do. But I really don't have anything to hide. I'm not too ashamed of who I am. People either like me or they don't, and I do pretty good on the internet, so there's enough people out there. You and I discussed that today. I surely have haters, but I have fans too.
Well, that's just it. You're getting it out there. You're getting what you're out. You have to have enemies as well as fans to really be accomplishing good art. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, I agree, and I do consider myself to be an artist. I don't know exactly what my art is. I like to write. I like to do a lot of other things. I'm a very creative person.
I'm going to go, hold on.
Internet is my outlet, and maybe my art is trolling.
Hello?
I'm here.
No, my other phone rang.
Oh, okay.
Nothing.
Take another call if you want to.
Nah, it's okay. Well, we're 13 minutes in. I'm going to go ahead and stop this episode. This was great. We will do another. This was Swamp Freak.
The next one we're going to talk about internet relationships.
Yeah, we won't do that. But
get Erin on there too because she has the sweetest little story. So I'll let you wrap this one up so it's not too long, and we'll do another one.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get this with special guest Elisabeth. And for now, that's it.